All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Mogg Monday, the show where we play goblins every single Monday, episode 118 of Mogg Monday. So many Mogg Mondays. So many Mogg Mondays. Today we're playing MoggWarts. This is a Pauper deck. We're playing a little Pauper. We haven't played Pauper on Mogg Monday in a while. We try and hit all the formats and play all the different goblin decks as often as possible. But, you know, Paupers gets left behind a little bit. And Mogg Monday, Pauper, MoggWarts. This deck went 5-1 in a Pauper challenge. I might have won. I don't know exactly how that works. I just saw it listed online. Played by Hamuda. They played this like in a number of challenges and done well with it. This is a combo deck in Pauper based around the Persist combo. So now we have Skirk Prospector, we have Putrid Goblin, and then normally we would see Grumgully, or we would see Metallic Mimic, or some creature that would give a +1/+1 counter to a Goblin, thereby nullifying the Persist. So how Persist works is when Putrid Goblin dies, if it didn't have a -1/-1 counter on it, it comes back into play with a -1/-1 counter. So basically, it's a 2/2. When it dies, it becomes a 1/1. However, if you also add a +1/+1 counter to it, the way +1/+1 counters and -1/-1 counters work in Magic is they negate each other. So if you add a +1/+1 counter and a -1/-1 counter at the same time, it's got nothing. So if you're able to put something on the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, it just comes back infinitely. So how are we doing that? With first day of class. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control of its turn, put a counter on it and it gains haste. So with a Skirk Prospector in play and a Putrid Goblin in play, you play first day of class, sack the Goblin, it comes back, it's a 2/2, sack for red, comes back, sacks for red, come back. So we can sacrifice it infinite times and make infinite red mana. Once we've done that, we can plow through our deck with cards like Ichor Wellspring and Chromatic Star until we find a Goblin Matron, and Matron can get us to a Flamewave Invoker. And Invoker, all my Onslaught block drafters, raise your hand, please, all right? Says 8 mana, deal 5. So infinite mana. This is a infinite way to deal damage. It's also a Goblin, which is awesome. Makeshift Munitions can also do that, too. So Matron's a tutor for all the pieces. We got Unearth, we got Duress. Deck seems pretty sweet. Introduction to Prophecy is really, really good because if you're casting first day class and going off, you have a bunch of red mana and got to find the cool stuff to do. And this card is a cheap way to do that. So that's pretty cool as well. Sideboard's got Pyroblast and a Masked Vandal and some Duress and stuff. Deck just looks super cool. I don't know. And we're going to try it out. And we're going to see how it goes here on Mogg Monday, episode 118. Once again, brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, round one, Pauper. I don't know Pauper at all. Full disclosure, I am not a Pauper player. I do not know what the decks are. I don't know what's good. So we are kind of playing this one blind. That's not a common. It's a common in Modern Horizons or whatever, but... What does?
I need your intro.
My intro. Yes. Just another Mogg Monday. Great Furnace. I know artifact lands are popular. So we have turn 1 Terrarion, turn 2 Deadly Dispute. Seems pretty awesome. Looting. Okay. The old Terrarion opening. Pretty powerful. Lots of Atogs. Atog's cool. Deadly Dispute is pretty good. It's a pretty good card. Is it going to be a mirror? I don't know. It could be a mirror. I have no idea. We're playing all three of these cards also. So untap and draw. Unearth. All right, so pretty easy. Just play land, say go, play Dispute, and just sacrifice this thing, draw some cards, do some things. Saying go. Just another Mogg Monday. Makeshift Munition Monday. Goblin Matron for you? That'd be cool if it was a mirror. Be cool. So no matter what, we'll get to see the deck work if it's a mirror. Alright, Dispute, Sacking, Wellspring. I get it. Seems good. I get it. Ogdor and Ghostly Flicker is most of the metagame. Okay. Chromatic Star. Sure. I mean, again, Feels like we're doing similar things. Dispute, sacking Terrarion. Draw Swamp. Draw 2. Draw Impulse and Forge. Alright. We have a lot of cards in hand. They aren't necessarily good cards. We have a lot of cards in hand. No red is really awkward here. We can just, like, cast Looting. Doesn't really feel awesome. Impulse feels not a card, not a card I want to play this turn. Casting Munitions feels kind of sketch. Also, I think we just Looting and play a tap land here. We have 2 Unearths also, so discarding creatures is pretty sweet. And the second Munitions is pretty awful also, so let's add a red and cast Looting. Draw Prospector. Okay. So discard Munitions and probably just a Swamp or the Bridge. I'd probably Swamp, I would think. Alright, and then close this. We need to play a Chromatic Star. We don't really want to play the Prospector yet because we want to like do it when we combo off, I think. So play Star, play Bridge, and just say go. Got a little ways to go here. Makeshift Munitions can sack an artifact to deal 1 to anything, so I'm very curious if this is a mirror or not. I'm very curious. Just another Mogg Monday. Pauper token fun day. They're in the tank. They're in the tank. What's the price of a moto ticket on the secondhand market? Like 85 cents, maybe 88 cents, something like that. That's what it usually is. Goes up and down a little bit, but all right. Pop the sphere or star, draw a card. 1 red in the pool. Double Unearth. It's a cool card. It's a cool card. 3 in the pool. Oh, it is a mirror. Okay. Okay, it's a mirror. So one way or another, we'll see this deck function. Their hand does seem better than ours, and they are on the play. So they get Prospector. They play Impulsive Pilferer. We are not playing that card. This is a commander card. One Goblin for 1 when it dies, make a treasure. And you can encore it from your graveyard to make another one for like a turn. Alright, let's untap and draw a Putrid Goblin. That's 2 pieces. That's 2 pieces. We can play Makeshift Munitions here and just play a land and say go. And that means we can break the combo up, right? Because if we can kill the Putrid Goblin before they can use it. I kind of like that, actually. Just like kind of slow the game down a little bit until we can do our stuff. Let's play Munitions. Play Bridge and just say go with this mana up. This is, of course, a combo piece with infinite mana and infinite persist. We can kill our opponent with this, but Impulsive Pilferer. I've played a tiny bit of Commander in my life, and this card is in my deck. Muxus Commander. I played, I was joined by Mana Curve, Zach Allen, and Commander Replays for a Mogg Monday once. And then I joined Alias V, Corey Baumeister, and I think Foxy for a Cool Stuff Inc. Commander show hosted by Alias. So I've played a tiny bit of Commander in my life. And I think I'll probably, the paper deck is still built. I think I'm going to like have it built, you know, and like buy a 5th copy of Matron and Ringleader and stuff like that. So I can have the cards. I just have it built and I'll just leave it. So I always have a Commander deck. Waiting for the day that that Game Nights calls, hint, 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 hint. They're going to transmute Shred Memory. So this is going to tutor for a card that costs 2. Okay. So their list is different than ours for sure. They have this card to tutor for the 2-drop. And a Pilferer, which we're not playing. They're their own musician. Okay. Love to see me on game nights. Well, let them know that you want to see me there because I'd love to be there. So they get their own munitions. That's a pretty sweet card. Pretty fun seeing a different variation of a deck. They're gonna play Wellspring. So we can go off next turn if we hit the thing we need. If we hit the first day class. That being the case, I feel like we should like crack this sphere and just try and go off. They're also playing bounce lands too. Wow. You can just crack it on our turn, right? There's like no impetus to crack it right now. So let's just untap. Attacking for 2. This is a combo matchup. Why are you attacking? Why are you attacking? Draw Prospector. Okay. Alright, we'll just fire up the impulse and see what happens. This is a big one, folks. We get first day of class, we win. Probably. Not like all the way there, I guess, but reveal Swamp, a Deadly Dispute. That's not good. Alright, so now we're like a mana short of being able to go off. Alright, so in this case, we're just going to play Swamp. We got to play the card this turn. On your next turn, right? So we just play Swamp as they go. We have Munitions up as well as Dispute up and try and go off next turn. The problem is now they can play their Munitions. But we do have 2 Prospectors and 2 Unearth, so I think we can play through it. Alright, let's play Swamp and just like go. Most game nights decks are brewed around the latest set. If I had to build a deck for game nights to be on game nights, I'll build a deck to be on game nights, alright? Just saying. Just saying. Alright, Sig up. We have Dispute up, and we have Munitions up. They have 6 mana. Play their own Munitions. Okay. They have a lot of shots, too, though. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. You create the list and gain this, build your deck. Wow, that's awesome. There's Putrid Goblin. So they have the full combo. But again, they can't combo here because we have the distant blade. We just killed Prospector. So I'm kind of curious what their plan here is. They're also leaving up Carnarium, which is super awkward as far as making multiple shots for this. They should definitely tap Carnarium for the Goblin. That was definitely wrong. Alright, so... Alright, end step Dispute. We'll sacrifice the Star. And see if we can find some answers here. There's a Matron. Dispute draws 2. Putrid Goblin, Matron. Unfortunately, we have every piece but the first day of class. The one card that we can't tutor. They can, but we can't. Untap and draw. Another Deadly Dispute. Alright. I mean, I guess we're going again here. It's basically cost 1, so we have potentially 6 mana available. We can go off if we draw first day of class. We are almost halfway through our deck at this point. I'm going to sack a land, too. I think we sack the land. It's plus 1 mana rather than sacking a treasure, so... Alright, here we go, folks. This is a big one. Oh... Now, the problem is we didn't draw a land. But that's okay. We have enough mana here. So, I think we're actually going to loot with first day of class. Try and draw a land. We can also loot a card in the graveyard. Yeah, I think we're good for takeoff here. So, we're going to cast a... Yeah, they can't kill everything. We definitely win here. We definitely win here. I should figure out how to do it right. So, we're going to play... Prospector first. It'll be a 2/2. Oh, I'm so freaking stupid. I thought I already cast it. I'm sorry. This is actually fine, though. This will work. This will still work. I am an idiot, but it'll still work. They'll go to kill this, and it's worth the mana anyway, so just whatever. In my mind, I'd cast it. All right, first time playing the deck. First game of the deck. This will make them shoot it. And they only have one shot left, so. Alright, sack the Wellspring, draw a card. Deal 1 to Prospector in response to sacking for red. That deals 1. First day of class resolves. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're locked into the win here. So now if I play Prospector, it's 2/2. It's a trigger though, right? So you want to actually play. Oops. Make a black. Cast Putrid Goblin. Comes into play. Triggers. And we say move to combat. The mana that's floating goes away. So this is them screwing up. If they had tapped 2 individual lands, they'd have more action here than just the Carnarium. I think we could still gonna play through it anyway, but so no attacks. And then second main, add a red, but Prospector. So it's a trigger on first day class. It's not a actually coming with the stuff. And now we're off to the races. So full combo achieved. We can now Putrid Goblin for infinite mana. We have infinite things to do in our hand, so the game is over. So sack a Goblin. We'll sack this. Auto yield to this. Auto yield to this. And now we have infinite mana. Comes back infinite times. We'll cast Goblin Matron, get Flamewave Invoker, and kill them. Hopefully they'll not make us do it. That'd be pretty freaking lame, but sack for red. We also have this in play, too, so play Matron. Get Invoker. Sack for red. They're gonna make us do it, aren't they? Are Pauper players usually rude, or is that like a? All right, good. They obviously know what our deck does. They're playing the deck, so that's cool. That's cool. All right, so a tiny bit sloppy, but overall reasonably happy. Makeshift Munitions is pretty cool. Pretty cool. What are we boarding in here? I have no freaking idea. So we have Duress, Masked Vandal, Pyromatics, Abrade. Gorilla Shaman destroys target non-creature artifact mana value X. This can kill lands. Seems pretty good. Our opponents didn't say anything. They just were like, I thought we clearly had the combo kill already assembled in play with the munitions, so they should have scooped, and they didn't scoop. I was worried they weren't going to scoop. So and make us click through the whole combo, which is obviously their right, I guess, but it's a freaking Pauper league, you know. All right, so Duress seems kind of sketch against them. It hits first day class and almost nothing else. So I don't think I'm interested in that. Looting. There's really any graveyard hate. So the Unearth part seems pretty cool. Not really sure, like, exactly what I want to cut. I'm also not sure what to bring in. Pyromatics. Shaman can kill an artifact land or 2, which seems kind of eh. Masked Vandal is kind of cool. A little hard to use. Probably just like the Abrade, the Pyromatics, I guess, for the Duresses. I don't know if it's good, though. Maybe I still want the Duresses. Any Pauper players in chat? Want to help a brother out? Like, do I even want these? You know, like, having a way to kill Prospectors in response to the combo is pretty nice. That being said, then having Duress to stop that's also pretty nice, but I'm going to cut the Duresses. I'm going to leave the Impulse in. Needs to get a little grindy. We'll try this. I'm actually not sure what is correct. So, I guess they're also playing Shred Memories. Maybe Duress actually is fine. Definitely need lands, though. Definitely need lands, that's for sure. That's for Mulligan. They are going to also mulligan to 6. Our next hand is not that good, but we're going to keep it. Going to keep this. Ship a first day class. If they have Duress, kind of sucks, but Pyromatics for a win con? I guess. All right, play lands, they go. We're going to cycle the Unearth for sure on turn 2. Another Mogg Monday. Playing some Pauper. Any Pauper fans in chat? Raise your hand. You two folks, your comment of the day is Pauper, all capital letters. Thumbs up and thumbs down. What do you think? Pauper? Pauper. Putrid Goblin. We're actually like a large way to the combo already. I think we just say go. Makeshift Prospector and just have it next turn. Could cycle on Earth if we feel like we have to, but it's a little redundancy as far as them killing my Prospector. Goblin Matron. Always room for one more. Always room for one more. Putrid Goblin. All right. So they could also have us next turn, but you have a Pauper box with 36 decks. Jeez. All right, so I mean, we're gonna say Mage next turn. If they have the combo, we're just dead. We can't do anything about it. I'm just like on Earth. Draw Looting. That sucks. Looting was really good with the Unearth, unfortunately, but alright, well, cast Matron and probably die next turn. Get Prospector. That's the full combo. Can also sack this Matron for mana. Right now we don't have enough mana to do the full combo, so don't kill me, please. What's up, Shepherd John? New to Pauper with a really budget is the decks. I have no collection. $5 deck, sweet. Don't see that in Magic very often, that's for sure. We were playing Modern earlier, and I was going to play this really awesome Life from Malome, Assault, Seismic Assault, Slowgark deck. Couldn't afford it. My loan account's only 1,000 tickets, and it was a 1,700 ticket deck. Modern's gotten preposterous. I had to email Card Hoarder and ask for a larger loan account, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous right now. Prices on Magic Online and on Arena and in paper too. Yeah, I've had my Card Hoarder loan account for like 5 or 6 years now, and the only problem I've ever had is like maybe trying to do like a Battle Wits deck, maybe. What's up, McIntyre? Aspiring Spike's great. I play Aspiring Spike's deck sometimes. There's Prospector. Now, however, this Putrid Goblin is used up. So this thing cannot combo anymore because it's already been persisted. So not a combo piece. They have 2 mana up. They could interact in theory, but I think we're just going to go for it. We have a second copy of First Day of Class anyway, so we're going to cast First Day of Class, play Prospector, play Putrid Goblin, and try and do the thing. It's funny we can actually loot with First Day of Class. That's a sick little interaction. You can actually loot with First Day of Class instead of learning. Put the Goblin in the bin to gain a mana, and then use Unearth. You don't have Unearth anymore, but it's a cool little thing. So play First Day of Class. And we'll get Prophecy here, because we have play Prospector, sack Matron, play Putrid Goblin, go off. So I don't need to like draw anything particular here, so get that. We're going to play a Prospector. It should be a 2/2. We'll see if they have a kill spell or not. Does First Day of Class resolve? It does. Sack the Matron for red. Make it black. Play Putrid Goblin. Resolves. Alright, and that's the combo, right? I mean, we haven't, I guess, actually gotten there yet, but between Prophecy, Looting, Dispute, First Day, we should probably be okay to get there. Alright, so add a bunch of mana. Play Prophecy. Prophecy says Bridge, Dispute. Bottom both those. Draw a Putrid Goblin. Alright, we'll just keep on going, I guess. We can First Day of Class. Let's start doing that, I guess. First Day of Class, learn. Now it gets 2 counters. Two's better than one. Two's better than one. Our opponent has an F6. It's a little weird, honestly. Like, they're just, like, running their clock for no reason here. I assume they can't interact because, obviously, they would have done so by now. So you have looting and flashback, too. So we have chromatic spheres in our deck and things like that to cast Deadly Dispute. Keep going, so... Alright, prophecy time. Land Dispute. Alright, bottom. We draw first day of class again. Now there are no more prophecies, so let's cast first day of class can loot and nothing else. So play looting first. First day of class Prospector. Alright, that's not good. Let's discard Putrid Goblin and discard first day of class. Keep making mana. How do you win? There's a Goblin in the deck that can tap 8 mana to deal 5 damage. It's also a card called Makeshift Munitions, which can deal can sacrifice creature for infinite damage too. So we need to find a Matron and Munitions. There's also plenty of chromatic spheres and stars in our deck to draw more cards. So we have a lot of looks. We've already seen about 10 cards, and we have many more cards to look through. We have another Rummage. We have a Dispute possibly. We have Flashback Looting in the graveyard. So a lot more to go. A lot more cards to look at. Flashback Looting. Draw 2 Chromatic Stars. Awesome. Secret of the Prospector and the first day of class. Cast a star. Star makes black. So make it black. Draw off a star. Another Dispute. Alright, so play another star. Make another black. Goblin Matron. That's the win. Alright, cool. So make some more mana. We could cast a Dispute, so we don't need to though. So play Matron, and that is the victory. Matron for a Flamewave Invoker. That's right, a Flamewave Invoker, draft common from 20 years ago. A format I used to love, Onslaught block draft, and just your mana sink, late game, end the game kind of card. So Flamewave Invoker, we can cast it and spend 8 mana time to deal 5 damage, and we have infinite mana with our combo. So awesome, 1-0. Love to see it. Mogg Monday mirror, Pauper. All mirrors, as Mogg Monday has been called. All mirrors. Eric says, appreciated me in the Hooglandia coverage. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. A lot of fun. Jeff runs a great event. Always a good time. Always a good time. All right, so hand seems fine. Turn 1 star. Let it ride. Let it ride. We have our Rakdos Carnarium. All the old draft staples, right? Ooh. Glade Cover Scout. So bad news is the deck is probably pretty fast. The good news is that they probably have no interaction. So once we combo, we can go off. We're going to Duress them, though. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, we're going to Duress here for sure. Add a black. Try to get their best enchantment. Dispute, sure. All right, Duress you. Hand is... Ooh, they're a multicolor deck. They have Ancestral Mask. They have Ethereal Armor. Cave of Temptation. Sacrifices to put 2 counters on a creature as a sorcery. All right. And Sprawl. So, Mask is +2/+2, but costs 3, obviously. Ethereal Armor's a little more modest. I think it's Ethereal Armor here. I think. Next turn, they go Sprawl Boggle. Then they go Mask for +4/+4. If I take the Mask and they Armor, they go Sprawl, Boggle, Armor, attack for 3. I have blockers too, which is pretty sweet actually. Just random matrons and crap like that. I think it's Mask. I think Mask is more damage overall. Just take the Mask. So they've got, this is their hand. And we're going to play a Rakdos Carnarium. Bounce our mountain and say go. Next turn is Great Furnace, Chromatic Star, Deadly Dispute. So a lot of looks at new cards here. And again, kind of sweet that our like random extra matrons and crap can just block this thing too. So play Forest. Play a Sprawl, I assume. Name White. No one's going to remember or care about this But Ancestral Mask and Spider Silk Armor were ridiculous in Mercadian Mask Draft. That was actually before my time. So, okay, Boomer. Okay, Boomer. Whatever. Okay, Boomer. Yeah, those cards, too, that's pretty crazy. All right, so attack for 3. We draw Great Furnace. Sure. We're just going to play Star, so they go Dispute Up. They only have 2 cards in hand, and one of them is Cave of Temptation. So we should have plenty of time here, in theory. Should have plenty of time. So flippin' old. I feel you. I feel you. No Rancor. Rancor would be very good here. If we can jump block this thing once, twice, that'd be really, really awesome. So, pure erase here. Sprawl number 2. Freaking Cave of Temptation. Pay 4, but 2 counters on a creature. Fun card. Fun card. All right, excellent. So no more power augmentation. Only an attack for 5. So they're kind of goldfishing, but they're not doing much else. There's your cave. A third Boggle. All right, Dispute, Sacking Star. Draw those cards. There's a Goblin. There's a Matron and an Unearth. Almost there. Almost there. End step. What we need now is the first day of class. It does feel like the first day of class is like the missing piece. That is the one hard part to kind of find. All right, Vault of Whispers. All right, so we're going to play Matron here. And we're going to leave up Deadly Dispute, get Prospector, and just hope it's good enough. All right, then we're going to get Prospector. And then we need to find ourselves a first day of class. We're off to the races. We can block the large creature with the Matron here, sack it, and draw some cards. No Rancor. No Rancor, no evasive cards, please. They have no cards in hand. Or they're drawing. They just drew 1 fresh card, so there's no Rancor. Cartouche of Solidarity, sure. Left teach a couple classes now. We're playing Looting. So we're playing some Pauper, Mike. We're playing some Pauper. A little Pauper Mogg Monday. We play Goblins every single Monday, usually around noon. This is Pauper Goblin combo. Or 1-0. We beat the mirror. So commons only. It's a persist combo deck with first day of class and Putrid Goblin. Which you're almost all the way rolled up for. Almost. You do what to my Tushy? Cartouche. No! Alright, so black. Play this thingy. Sack this. Draw Putrid Goblin. That's not a first day of class. I'm a little jealous of my my prior opponent's Shred Memories, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. We get more looks though. We get more looks. We also can just play things to block if we have to. Again, Rancor is the big, an evasive aura is like the real scary thing here. Oh.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
All right, here we go. Let me show you how it's done. So first day of class, yeah, we're like way over everything here. So play first day of class. Go get ourselves a Prophecy. And then we're gonna tap Rakdos Carnarium and play ourselves. They have no cards in hand. They have no cards in hand. So play Putrid Goblin. First day of class puts a counter on it. Play Prospector. So now we have infinite mana because the Putrid Goblin Persist will be negated every turn because of the +1/+1 counter from the first day of class. Therefore, we have infinite red mana. And then we'll just draw through our entire deck till we find a Wing Condition. So, Prophecy. I think the Pauper combo decks are very fun because they're so, like, they require so much finagling to actually function. It's actually, like, hilarious. Like, Unearth Matron, sure, that's fine, too. This is fun. It's more fun to just do stuff, but yeah. Unearth Matron works. Do this, draw a card, blah, blah, blah. You can make a black. All right, sure, we'll just do that. Whatever. Fine. I was going to have fun going off and doing stuff. It's Mogg Monday, Matt. Come on, what have you been doing all day? He'll get ourselves a Flamewave Invoker. This is a draft common from Onslaught. I'm trying to show it to everyone. It's draft common from Onslaught. Pay 8, deal 5. So infinite mana, infinite damage. So turn 5 kill, pretty good. The Duress really helped there. Without the Duress, they might have killed us. Maybe not with the blocker, but all right. So we're gonna bring in another Duress. what kind of cards can they bring in against us? Like, you know? I would say these munitions aren't nearly as important against them. They are a combo piece, but we can just Matron anyway. Bring in Duress. I mean, Masked Vandal, like... I don't know if there's any like crazy enchantment that might stop us, but... Shaman, Pyroblast. I don't even need much. As long as I don't have a crazy goldfish, you know? Vandal can hit Rancor by a turn. Duress. I'm surprised we don't have four Duresses between main and board. Need to mess with the settings of untapped? Not usually. It's pretty self-sufficient, you know? Yeah, sure. Sure. Pauper. Jimothy. Alright. Triple Matron. Looting first day of class. They keep 7. Our hand's not great. But we have the full combos, so I guess we'll keep it. I could always looting away some extra Matrons. Turn 1, Sprawl. Not Bogle. Sprawl. On white. Star. Okay. The bridge, sig up. Under the bridge downtown. Might have Gut Shot. That's a cool card. That's a cool card. Bridge. A Ledge Walker. That one kind of sucks. We can't block that one. So it has like pseudo flying. So our matron blocks aren't as good, but it is obviously a little slower. They haven't actually done anything yet as far as attacking goes. So, I'm feeling a looting this turn. Don't want to sack the star also. I don't think so. We don't need 3 matrons really. And I think I want star too though. Let's play land. Let's play star. Let's crack it. Alright, and draw a Terrarion. Alright, let's play looting. Putrid Goblin, another first day of class. I would say the second first day of class seems very redundant. They have no way to like stop us from doing that. Let's discard one of these and a matron. And then we'll just say go. Next turn is matron for Prospector, and then we're off to the races. So, Gut Shot's a possibility. But we can hopefully try and work our way around that. Gut Shot. Gut Shot indeed. Ash Barrens, cool card. Ancestral Mask is pretty good. That's +2/+2 for each enchantment of the battlefield. On the battlefield, is not even you control? Wow. Alright. Good thing we boarded out those thingies. So, Matron for Prospector, and just try and go off next turn, I guess. If they have a hate piece also, it might be too much for us, but first things first, get Prospector. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming. Okay, sure. A little blue elemental blast. I love that these cards are legal in Pauper. Just like the most brutal sideboard cards of all time. Alright. Didn't even like name blue on Sprawl either, so that's 8. That's a Ledgewalker. That's not that bad. Alright, so we have one more turn. We gotta wait next turn. We probably have to draw exactly Prospector. Exactly Prospector. I don't think it's enough, honestly. I don't think it's enough. Yeah, we can't first day of class and Prospector and cast everything else. We need 5-ish mana to start. If I draw Unearth, doesn't even do it either. So if I first day of class, discard Putrid Goblin, draw exactly Unearth, we still can't play Unearth and Prospector. Wow. Wow, wasted my top deck, folks. What an idiot. Wasted my top deck. Oh, no. Is this thing I can't block things? It has pseudo flying. Alright, they got us. Blue Elemental Blast coming in clutch. We have the rest. I can't believe I only have 3 Duress in our deck. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not missing anything, am I, right? I don't think so. Yeah, we like first day of class, discard Goblin, draw Unearth, still one short. Can't draw a land and an Unearth, so yeah, they got us. All right. All right. Blue Ellie coming in clutch. Blue Ellie coming in clutch. We have 3 Duress. Again, I'm surprised if we only have 4, but we get a Pyroblast back.
Just another Mogg Monday.
What's up, Big C? Thanks for the resub. Appreciate that. No. Just submit the deck. It's fine. We're on the play now. The Ledgewalker is annoying because we can't block it, obviously. If that was just like a regular ground creature, we could have just blocked it a few times, so wouldn't have been that bad, but whew. Blasting away. Four of a kind, huh? Anyone here play poker? Anyone here play poker? Is this hand good? Is this hand good? All right, we'll mulligan. We'll mulligan. Combo deck wants to draw one of each piece, not multiples of the same piece, typically. So I'll mulligan. To Masked Vandal. Oh my god, this hand's bad. I guess this hand's just like turn 1 star, turn 2 dispute. That's actually fine, so we'll keep this. I kind of want to keep the Vandal. We're going turn 1 star, turn 2 dispute. Getting a creature in the graveyard is definitely not easy. I also wasted my quads for next time I play poker, but that is true. That is true. I kind of want up the Wellspring, honestly. Like, we're already disputing the star anyway. We don't have that many ways to sack Wellspring, realistically. Yeah, I'm just going to the Wellspring. I'm gonna keep the Vandal. I'm going to keep the Vandal. Hitting an Ancestral Mask or whatever with a Vandal is a pretty big swing as far as buying time, so honestly, and again, like, turn 1 star, turn 2 disputes, like, are probably our best opening, I would think. So they mulligan to 6 also, which isn't too bad for us. Play start. Let's go. We could have kept the Wellspring, like, played turn 2 well, turn 3 dispute, but that just seems like sketch. All right, Thriving Grove. Thriving Grove is here. Draw Prospector. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good start. Pretty good start. That's piece number 1. Thriving Grove on blue. Well, you can't beb my blast. Arctic Tree Line. Man, what a... It's green or blue, right? Okay, sure. Cast Dispute. Sack Star. Draw 3. Make a treasure. Dispute again. Right. Let's do it again. Just do it again. Wombo combo. Mountain. Alright, so play star. And, I mean, I guess it's, like, possible to have, like, some other counterspell in their deck. I'll do it now. Let's do it now. I'm not going to risk them having some weird counterspell I just don't know about, so. Duress? Ooh, that's tempting. We have a lot of lands. I think we Duress here. Try and take their best enchantment. Yeah. I'm down. I'm down. Their hand is, oh my god, Abundant Growth, Mask, Sprawl. Well, their hand's pretty bad, honestly. It's Mask and nothing. I can always kill the Mask if I really have to. They just have a bunch of mana. Growth draws a card, but Sprawl is just like pretty bad. So we have time, but unfortunately our hand's pretty mana heavy. Sprawl on the Arctic Tree Line. I kinged them for a boom. Sprawl's going to name green. Tap for green and white. No, I think they want green and green here, right? Should I cast Sprawl and Growth? They can mask next turn. Play the Growth. No, they didn't tap right. They have a white floating. Oh, they have Cartouche. Okay, sure. The mask hits for a lot next turn. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. 10. Oh my god. Alright. Sure. It's possible we want to just chump block with Prospector. Because we want... Oh, wait. Ooh, that's awkward. So I boarded out my munitions. So our only actual win condition is this one Flamewave Invoker. If that wasn't the case, I would just play it and block with it right now and just jump block. but it is the case, and that's kind of a problem. Mass doesn't count itself. Oh, okay, each other enchantment, sure. So it's still only it's 8. It's still an attack for 10 though. All right, let's play a star. Oh, I have Unearth in my deck. Duh, never mind. I'm sorry. I think we're just casting Flamewave Chump Block. Let's make a red though. Make a red. Reckless Impulse. Yeah, we're just gonna play with some Jump Block. We need. Actually, I'm sorry. Then I have to exile to this. Oh, so complicated. Yeah. I mean, exiling Prospector. The thing is, like, they actually have nothing. Aside from this mask, they have no clock. They've got nothing going on. So hitting the mask with the Vandal is a pretty big deal. Yeah, let's start by casting Impulse. Let's see what turns up. Impulse reveals 2 lands, which sucks. We have too many lands. Too many lands. All right. Play Mountain. Play Prospector. Leave the treasure in play. Say go. We're going to chump block the mask creature, and we're going to Masked Vandal the mask, and just keep playing Magic. Wouldn't it be sick if we just played this and just activated it 4 times? That'd be awesome. Just win the old-fashioned way. We are pretty flooded here. We're pretty flooded. All right, there's the mask. Don't draw Rancor also, please. All right, good. All right, so we are going to block. Not thrilled about it, but we're going to go to 17. Untap. Putrid Goblin. All right, so play Bridge. Cast Masked Vandal. We're going to exile the mask. Get rid of the Skirk Prospector. And now do I cast Invoker or Putrid Goblin? Masked Vandal, removing the mask. They could have, like, some way to exile this, I guess. Maybe. Like, some Silk Wrap or whatever effect. It seems very unlikely, but... let's put Future Goblins to go. Alright, they can Blue Blast it. If they kill it, it doesn't really matter. I'd almost rather than Blue Blast this and something else. I have 4 Unearth in my deck, too, for when we're going off. So I don't really care if they blast it. It's more about them actually exiling it. But now, alright, great. Now we're in a null game state. They can't attack anymore. So we draw Prospector again anyway. I think we're going to hold this. And we're just going to play the freaking Invoker. If we draw 2 more lands, we can just kill them with the Invoker, you know? Which is actually hilarious. Yeah, we'll hold Prospector. Not let them know we have the full combo. It's really just coming down to the top of their deck here. Again, they kill us, I don't really care. We have Unearth. We are under literally 0 pressure. There's a non-zero chance we just activate this 4 times and kill them. So, Marty with the raid. Thanks, Marty. Marty! How you doing, Marty? What are you playing today, Marty? I'm going to play some Putrid Goblin. Just say go. And we are still at 17 life. They have 3 cards in their hand, so definitely possible they have interactive spells. That's a pretty good draw. Wellspring. Play Super Mario Odyssey? Sweet. I haven't finished that game. I started it. And I just kind of got busy and just stopped playing it. I was in the city world. That was my last world that I went to. Good game. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. Nicole and I started Breath of the Wild on Friday for the first time ever in life. And, that's pretty good too. We were really enjoying it. First time playing it? Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun. Very similar controls to Mario 64, so it feels pretty natural. Alright, we draw Matron? Sure. So we're still in pretty good shape here. Breath of the Wild took 2 months for you? Yeah, I imagine it's gonna take me and Nicole a year or 2. We played on Friday and haven't played since. We were considering playing last night, but don't want to start playing at 9:30 and have to go to bed in an hour or 2. So we started playing at 9 p.m. on Friday. And then I was like, what time is it? And it was 1:45 in the morning. I was like, holy shit. Alright, that's bad. Alright, Ledgewalker is a problem. Can't block that one. But we're obviously in pretty good shape here, I think. I'm betting they have a Reb or something. Or a Beb, whatever. But we're kind of okay here. We can probably draw it out with the Matron, which is our first day of class. I definitely really like the open world stuff. Like, me and Nicole just wandered around. I just love wandering around, talking to people.
Trek CM no Trek CMOB gonna go rest. Got my COVID booster Saturday and it's been kicking my butt less than 3.
Oh, awesome, Mari. Take it easy, right? Yeah, the booster got me pretty bad too. All right, so now we have Unearth. So they counter shit. We don't really care. The problem is, like, we're not really matroning for anything good. We just already have our Goblin. We already have our Prospector. We're just waiting for first day class. There isn't really a good matron target, honestly. Amusingly enough, we might get into a spot where we are going to unearth the Masked Vandal. Let's just play the matron and see what happens. Let's start there. Probably still getting Prospector off of it. All right, I'll take it. Sure, that was not the combo. We were not lethal, but their hand was pretty bad. So sure, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Game
2-0.
blouses.
Round 3, 2-0. Mogg Monday. I can't keep this in. Opponent keeps 7 on the play. We actually have like a lot of our combo, but only 1 land. No way to draw more lands. This deck feels like it wants to make all its land drops. Or a mulligan. Alright, better. Keep this, and we're going to ship the Unearth. So we just have like a Duress. We got a Wellspring. We got a Matron. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Mountain Riftbolt. Alright. Very simple equation. Can we kill them before they kill us? Also, when do we want to cast this Duress? We got a ways to go here as far as finding the combo. I think Duress can come later, right? We have Pyroblast in their deck, so it lands they go. Alright. Riftbolt. Duress is 1 block, gain 3 life, probably. They kept 7. Could have like Flame Rift too, I guess. Thermo Alchemist. Okay. That's a card, I guess. We've played one of the 2 Nihiri Boom decks. Alright, well. Alright. Not a great draw. Not a great draw. Kind of clunky. Cycle Forgotten Cave. That's a good start. That's a good start. We played the Karn Prison version of Nihiri Boom. We're playing the Zoomer version next. Needle Drop. Needle Drop's a cool card. Cool card. Alright. Alchemist, Lava Spike. We're at effectively 10. I think we're in trouble, folks. We are not drawing very well here either. Probably have to cast this Duress at some point. Let's play Star. Make a black. Reckless Impulse. Oh, what a terrible draw. The 1 Reckless Impulse, the 1 Invoker, 5 lands. Duress, yeah. Please Fireblast me response. I'd have so much respect for you. I'd have so much respect for you if you Fireblasted me response. Their hand is Bolt Alchemist. Alright, so their hand's a little slow. Their hand's a little slow. Maybe there's a path. Maybe there's a path of victory. We're at 10 life, facing double Alchemist, 4 mountains. Just like don't draw a spell for a turn or 2. There's your mountain. There's your Alchemist. No spell, please. We want to draw like Deadly Dispute into the combo. Another Matron. Oh no. Alright, I mean, I guess we're playing Matron. Just Matron for Prospector and say a prayer. Say a prayer with me, folks. We are not there yet. We are not there yet. Alright, that's a good sign though. We're 9, effectively 7. Are we dead? Lava Spike. We're still alive. We're still alive. We're at 2. If we draw... God, we need to draw a lot of stuff here. We draw a lot of stuff here. Unearth. Unearth, that actually kind of plays. Because if I hit a first day of class off of my impulse, it doesn't work though because I only have enough mana. All right, whatever. We'll just play impulse. I'm gonna play Prospector first though and sack the matron because we only have one red and we need more red probably. So play Prospector. If they have a burn spell, we lose anyway. So we're gonna sack this for red. Play the impulse. Big hits, big hits, big hits. There's first day of class. Is that it? That means one. Play first day of class. We bin. Oh, I think we're one short. No, we're not one short. I think that's it. I think that's it. So we go first day of class, loot away the matron, unearth it. No, we're one short. Yeah, we don't have black. We're one short. First day of class, loot matron. If I unearth it, I don't have black mana for Prospector. Oh no, it's so close. Oh no. Yeah, I think we're one short. I think we're one short. Tilt. And if I naturally draw the thing, we're still one short. Oh, so close. So close. I play the land off the thing. So I can unearth the matron, go get the thingy, but I'm one mana short of casting it for infinite mana. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. From a really bad hand to almost winning on turn 5 is pretty sweet, though. All right. Right. No outs here. Unearth it. Star doesn't help us. It can still cost the mana. We could, like... No, we can't even cast it yet. All right, that's fine. All right, they got us. Can I... Right? I'm not missing anything here. Matron... 1 black, 1 mana, 2 mana. Yeah, that's it. All right. Almost. Almost. Very close. The burn deck's probably going to kill you on turn 5 every game, so definitely a lot of pressure to combo off. We are going to bring in Duress. Probably want to like cast down Abrade. Can we unearth the matron in the yard before first day of class? The first day of class discarded it. That was how we got it in the yard in the first place. Oh, did I already have a matron in the yard? I think we're... Oh, no. Did I punt? Did I punt? Where were you like 6 seconds ago? Oh, no. I already had a matron in the yard, so I could have unearthed the matron in the yard. Then I get the thing. Then I first day of class. No, but how do I get it, though? So I unearth matron in the yard. I get... Yeah, we're still short of mana. It's the same thing. Because now we have a... And we used the unearth already. Yeah, we didn't bunt. We didn't bunt. I didn't consider it, which is bad, but we didn't bunt. So because we get the matron back, and then we can discard the Putrid Goblin, but we don't have an unearth anymore. We already used it, so we're still short. We're still short. All right, so we're gonna cut the munitions. I think once again, these redundant sources not necessary. Cut the impulse too, just slow. Still short. Still short. Gorilla Shaman. This is fine, I guess. Alright, on the play. Prospector, Duress, Terrarion, Dispute. That's pretty good. Pretty good hand. Turn on Terrarion, turn to Dispute. We have a Duress to break up their stuff. Put a mulligan to 6. We'll take that. This card's good. This is a cube card. Should this card be in my cube? Village Rites is in my cube. Should this card be in my cube? I don't know. I always like Village Rites better, but this card is pretty good. This card is pretty good. Play Terrarions, they go. They're on 6 cards. A lot of artifact stuff in my cube also. Alright, Gitu Lava Runner. Alrighty then. They have a Shatter. They could shatter my land, but play this, take it up. No Duresses yet. Duress would actually make this possibly go faster, so. And we want to Duress their answer, not some random burn spell. 2 Prospectors. Bolt me. Smash my land, that would have been pretty gross. Skewer me. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm surprised that it's like it's playing so many artifact lands, honestly. Abrade Matron. Alright. I think I like Abrade this, Duress them this turn. Star. Yeah, let's Duress them first. Duress them, their hand is Searing Blaze, Electrickery, Martyr of Ashes. Those are all pretty annoying things. As far as interacting with us, Martyr of Ashes does break up the combo, but requires red cards in hand and mana. It's definitely Electrickery. Let's start there. And now, do I want to Abrade this Lava Runner, or do I want to save the Abrade for Martyr of Ashes? That is an interesting question, to say the least. I could also offer up my Prospector as a sacrificial land for Searing Blaze if they draw land, though. This is interesting. Interesting spot. Once again, missing first day of class. That's the real important part. If we kill a Lava Runner, we have a lot of time. Like, a lot of time. We have 2 Prospectors. Yeah, we can actually play through the Martyr of the Searing Blaze. I'm just going to kill this. And should I kill it now or I should kill it later? What's up, y'alls? 2 very different Nahiri Boom decks, y'alls. 2 very different Nahiri Boom decks. Alright, deal 3. We're at 12. And the cards in their hand do not deal much damage, so they play the land and play the Martyr. Alright. So Martyr can deal 1 damage to my stuff, but I have 2 Prospectors to play on that anyway, so it's kind of fine. Wellspring. I think we just star Matron for Putrid whatever. Make a black. Just keep the cards moving here. Looking for first day of class. Another Prospector. That's a lot of Prospectors. So the good news is that the Prospectors will allow us to recombo. Get Putrid Goblin. Just say go. Again, they have Searing Blaze in hand. Not particularly exciting. Lacking a consistent damage source here for the most part. We're at 12. They just don't really have any way to like actually damage us. 3 damage turn off. If you ever draw Bolt every turn, it's still not very good. Play the land. And they're not going to Searing Blaze? They want to leave the Martyr up? Then why play the land? That's weird. Alright. We draw a Flamewave Invoker. Okay. Gonna keep his Putrid Goblin available to us. Oh, I guess they can like activate and Searing Blaze to deal 2 to something. Sure. I'm gonna play Wellspring. Yeah, they're holding the Blaze for the Martyr, but like playing the land means they can't landfall this on their turn. Unearth, it's pretty good too. I think we just play a Prospector here and try and draw out the Martyr. Do a little attacking. I ain't scared to attack. What's the combo? It's the first day of class and Putrid Goblin with a sack outlet. Similar to the modern versions of the deck that play Grumgully or play Metallic Mimic. So say go here. Tons of comp pieces in hand. Gotta find first day of class. They're going to end step. Pop Martyr. So kill my 2 creatures. Totally fine. We have tons of redundant pieces in our hand. And now they have a Searing Blaze and literally nothing. So Untap. Draw a bridge. Alright, I mean... Holding pattern until we draw this first day of class. Cycling Unearth isn't crazy, given that we already have redundant pieces. I guess if they were to kill... They can't actually, like, kill the Putrid Goblin to stop the combo if I play Prospector first. I think we cycle. Matron. Alright. We could, like, Matron for another something. Just, like, redundant Putrid Goblin or Prospector. Again, Prospector's the important one. It's just, like, a little hard to play around, like, Electrickery or something like that. We saw that in their thing. Alright, look at a... Yeah, we're just gonna get a... We could just play Putrid Goblin also and just attack. That's not, like, crazy. Then they kill it. Once they kill the Goblin, it's, like, off the table as a combo piece, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a Matron here and just get another Putrid Goblin. Why is this over? Put this, like, here. Right. Putrid Goblin. Alright, your turn. Your turn. They have 3 cards now. A Searing Blaze, a new Martyr of Ashes, which is kind of annoying. Untap. Great Furnace. Come on. I mean... Yeah, I think we're just, like... attacking for 1 and saying go. Like... Actually, I don't attack. They just have me back. Alright, just like go. I mean, like, we're just kind of waiting for first day of class, for Deadly Dispute, Chromatic Star, more Wellsprings, looting. Alright, Alchemist gives them an actual clock, which definitely makes things a little harder for us. First day of class wins the game, though, so they can only have 1 interactive piece. So, first day of class, Swamp. Right, we're going to hold this because you're all looting. Just going to say go. We're almost, yeah, we're close to activating Invoker, but obviously they could just kill that if they needed to. I would like to naturally Invoker kill someone if that's not too much to ask. Lava Spike me, and now they're like actually cranking some damage out. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're like almost halfway through our deck. Yeah, and if we play this and they kill it, it makes going off a lot harder because we're kind of lacking in like card draw effects. So we could definitely fizzle. We could find an Unearth, but like we might need to like, we can miss basically. Alright, go to 7. Searing Blaze, no land drop. Alright, go to 6. Attack for 1, go to 5, ping to 4. If their last card's a bolt here, we're dead. I mean... Alright, I guess we're dead. Fireblast! I respect it. Yeah, I mean, kind of a crappy game. We just, like, didn't draw any filtering, or, like, we just couldn't find our last day, our first day of class. Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Hard matchup probably, though, because, like, they just kill... Usually they kill against our 5 every game, and then they can use their bolts to break us up in a few different ways that make it a little harder for us to combo, so that's alright. 2-1. Alright, round 4, 2-1, Mogg Monday. Duress, Putrid Goblins, Munitions. Alright, that's fun. Not a great hand, but fine. A little bridge action. A little bridge action. Bloodfell Caves. Wow, gaining life on me right now. Alright, we're going to Duress them, play a tap land. Let's see what's up over here. And they've got Lightning Bolt, Abrade, and a whole bunch of lands. Alright. Any Crimson Vow draft today? No. I think I'm done with that format. I think I'm done with that format. Mismatched swamps. So, I mean, Abrade can kill my artifacts. Not that I have many of those. Bolt's obviously more efficient, though. I think just Bolt, honestly. I'm not really sure what I'm afraid of them abrading. Their hand's terrible. They have all lands, so take Bolt. Play lands. There you go. Hard to leave Abrade up if they want to do other stuff. Play Carnarium. They have, like, infinite lands. They have the Wombo combo here. Bouncing Bloodfell Caves with Rakdos Carnarium for an extra life gain. Broken. We try Deadly Dispute. Alright. So, play Wellspring. I should play a land first, probably. Furnace, sure. So, go. Why didn't they mull? I have no idea. But their hand does seem pretty bad. Because they have the Wombo combo. They gain 2 life off the Bloodfell Caves. Pay 2. Abrade the Wellspring. That is extremely aggressive. Alright, yeah, I mean, I can't dispute the Wellspring anymore. I'll just dispute something else, you know? Alright, we draw a Matron. Still think I'm interested in disputing the Star. I could just, like, I'll just Matron, I guess. That was aggressive. That's really, really aggressive. Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you need to do a thing, you know? Alright, so go. Chainer's Edict. Bye, Mom. Swamp. Alright, so some sort of like fair Rakdos deck. Rex, new sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Welcome, my friend. Happy to have you. Make sure you join the Discord, alright? Alright, we'll start by disputing. Oops. Start by disputing, I said. Draw Matron again. There's first day class. Alright, yeah, we're pretty well set up here. Just play Matron, get a redundant Prospector. And I think we're off to the races. We get a whole bunch of mana too. We can beat like a multiple removal spells here. Edict again? Sure. And play a Swamp. And play the Angler. The biggest of fish. Okay, well, we're frying fish here. You are dead. First day of class. Prophecy. Putrid Goblin. Trigger. Prospector. Trigger. Infinite mana, please. Thank you. This is a kill. Hopefully they'll concede to it. With munitions, like I can make infinite mana and then sack the Putrid Goblin infinite times. Alright, sure. Alright, sure. No macros on Magic Online. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so with this in play, I can make infinite mana, and then I can infinitely sack the Putrid Goblin. So that's a kill right there. Alright, so opponent didn't do too much. Some sort of fair Rakdos deck. Bring in Duress. I mean, Gurmag Angler's like just a big idiot. I don't care about that really. Want this Impulse. Maybe we shave. Shave like a looting, honestly. I'm taking a looting. Looting's just card disadvantage. We're in no rush, really, if they're just playing like freaking Chainer's Edict and stuff, so this is fine. Don't know if there's some sort of like hate card in the Pauper card pool for our deck, but whatever. Whatever. Bring it on. Bring it on. Just another Mogg Monday. Again, after this, we're playing the Zoomer Mini Nahiri Boom with Crack the Earth and all 1-drops. Went 5-0 in a league. Looks ridiculous. Looks ridiculous. Tormod script? That doesn't really do much against us. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it does. They can, sure, that's fair. It requires us to have another combo piece, but, like, that's not that hard to beat. Like, so they can, while the persist guys in the graveyard, they can exile it before it comes back. Deck list is on my Twitter. You can see it on the. You gotta see everything. The deck list function just doesn't work for Magic Online, so try and figure out a good solution for that. Vault of Whispers, Duress, Dispute, Prospector, Wellspring. Really risky hand, because not only is it a one-lander, but it's also an artifact land, so they have a Abrade, they can just shatter it. The hand is very good if we draw a land, though, and it has double Duress, and I'm going to draw. Just keep it. Let's just go. Let's just go. They're going to Duress me? Alright. My Duresses are far superior to their Duresses. I don't want to sound hoity-toity or anything, but the good news is that their deck is very slow, so we'll have plenty of time to like draw out of it if we do miss on a land drop. So, all right, their hand is Relic, Duress, Chittering Rats. Hey, Burnsy. All right, let's take the Relic here. They have Duress, Rats. Rats pretty annoying if you miss a land drop, but Mismatched Duress, sure. They also have Bajuka Bog, doesn't really do much against us, so Graveyard's gone. Land! And unfortunately, we can't Duress a Chittering Rats. We know their hand's Carnarium, Rats, Card. Oh, no. Oh, who could have seen this happening? Alright. Sure. They drew a Swamp, too? God, gross. Alright, so we repeat the same draw step. I keep living the same day. Keep living the same day. And now we like decide whether to cast Duress or not. I have one unknown. I don't think we do. Let's let go. Duress me. Okay. Groundhog's Day. Take Dispute, sure. Play Carnarium, sure. Freaking Chittering Rats. Darksteel Draft. I love being the artifact deck in that format, but there was a really cool mono, like mono blackish deck too. Good draft format. All right, we are at 18. Plenty of time. I'm doing it. Send me all lands. They have one land and one unknown. Boarding Party. 6 mana for a 6/3 haste cascade. Just like super common Bloodbraid Elf. Alright. That's a card. That's a card. Alright. That's a pretty fast clock too. Freaking Boarding Party. I haven't seen this card before. What's this card from? Like a commander set or something? Phyrexian Rager. Their deck's gangster. Their deck's gangster. Super boomer magic here. Alright, well, this is probably the end for us. Probably going to game 3. That's okay, though. Commander Legends. Alright. Oh, that was like the drafty commander set, right? We did it! We drew a land. It's only turn 5. Wellspring. Draw Star. Alright. Alright, well, here comes Super Bloodbraid Elf. Cascade into a cast down. Not quite. It's still a 6/3 haste, though, so that part of the card is, Rourke's Bladewing style or whatever for all you boomers out there. We draw a land. Okay. We just play this thing to block. This is not part of their hand anymore. Neither is this. Sure. Read me. First day of class. Okay. I don't think we would have mana to go off next turn, though. Even if we draw Putrid Goblin. Crypt Rats. Holy moly, that card's old school. Alright, they got us. It wasn't that bad of a keep. I mean, maybe if I'm playing for it, if the finals of a Pro Tour, I mulligan that in. But, like, really was fine. The reality is that, like, decks like that are really, really slow. So, like, they just discard you a bunch and you have plenty of time to draw out of it. So, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. On the play now. We're good to go. We're good to go. They're going to 1-for-1 you a lot. You know, mulliganing kind of sucks. Like, you mulligan to like 4 lands, 2 spells, you know, or something like that. It's like pretty bad, so. I think we just drew a land in like the first like 2 or 3 draws. I think we were like fine. It took us like 4 or 5 draws to do it. I mean, it was like a Chittering Rats. So I didn't see Chittering Rats coming, to be totally fair. But. Chittering Rats. Chittering Rats. Chittering Rats. Hello. Pestilence postboard? I mean, they already had Crypt Rats. Crypt Rats is a pretty fun card. That was like a real, like, the beginning of Magic Online. That card was in 7th edition. That was like a popular card like back then. All right, on the play. Hand is not great, but passable. All right, they keep 7. Turn 1 Relic. All right. We have a Makeshift Munitions. I guess we just cast that. We have Matron next turn. Unearth is not that good right now, but sure. Second artifact to deal 1 or something. Duress me. That's pretty good. Taking Dispute here is pretty nice. Relic it, sure. Carnarium. You'll bounce lands. Bounce lands are good. Wellspring. That's not a bad draw. Probably better than Matron, honestly. Play Wellspring. Draw a card. Draw Mountain. All right. So we can tag it, draw another card. You got 3 cards in hand. Phyrexian Rager. I think we should nug them. Just draw. Alright, yes. Relic me, got it. Alright, we can stop drawing lands now. That'd be awesome. Chromatic Star. Yeah, it's fine. Star, make a red. We need some spells here, I'm not going to lie. Duress. So play Matron or play Duress. Matron is not even sure what it's getting yet. I kind of like just cycling on Earth here, honestly. I'll just start there. Putrid Goblin. Alright. Duress you. Their hand is a Lightning Bolt. Fiery Cannonade. Which, honestly, is just a really clunky Lightning Bolt against us. So, take the Bolt. Well, they have Crypt Rats, too, I guess. They got some ways to break us up. They got some ways. We have munitions, though, which can kill the Crypt Rats. So they play a Swamp. They Relic us. Attack for 2. Give me plenty of time. Very slow clock. And say go. Another Putrid Goblin. Suppose we're just casting Matron and getting Prospector. Wish there was like some card we could Matron for, but like drew cards, you know? Alright, so we'll get ourselves... It's funny, getting a second Matron actually isn't crazy. Just like chain Matrons. Huh. 5 cards in hand. They have Crypt Rats, Carnarium, Baron's Cannonade. A Goblin Visionary? Yeah, for sure. If there was like a 2-mana 1/1 draw card Goblin, that'd be sweet. Interesting. I think we just get Matron, honestly. We're already, like, pretty flooded on that part of the deck. So we can just, like, get Matron and just say go. Like, their hand's pretty slow and crappy. End step, cycle Ash Barrens. Sure. Get a Swamp. Whatever. That is not a real card, no. Master of Turtles is a... Ah, Chittering Rat's so lame. Alright. Attack for 1. Yep. Exile a card. Yep. Get the idea. Untap. Draw the card we just put there. And we can just, like, Matron again. And then have double munitions up to kind of kill their stuff and buy more time, which is kind of cool. So, play Matron. I boarded the lootings out, right? So, no pressure on us to... I didn't board the lootings out. Okay. I thought I did. No, I did not, though. We have... Wait, what? We have 1 looting in our deck? Did I board out 1 looting? I board out 1 looting. Okay, sure. So we can get another Matron here. Yeah, I'm going to get another Matron, honestly. We're just going to keep grinding. I'm just going to chill and say go here. I'm going to hold the land for possible looting. We have 1 looting in our deck. I don't feel a squeeze to play this land. I'm just going to say go. If I play land and play a 3rd Matron, they can just, like, Crypt Rats me and I get no value. But if I keep the mana up for munitions, it's pretty sweet. So I'll just say go. Goblin Squadron Hawk. The Gob Squad. They're into Swamp, Cannonade. I think Carnarium. Yeah, I might have played that when I wasn't looking. And Crypt Rats. Alright. Attacks. We can just offer a double block. Actually, it's just better to single block. Single block, and then shoot 1. Then they kill this, we can kill the other one too, so. Alright, I mean, yeah, sure. Just trade resources, you know? Until they draw their Mega Bloodbraid Elf. Seems fine for us. Carnarium. They did have a Carnarium. Alright, so Carnarium, Bounce Swamp. They have a lot of mana. Exile a card in the graveyard. Yada, yada, yada. Untap and draw a Prospector. Okay. That many Matrons left? I think I have 1 left, right? Yeah, I do. Alright. Play Matron. Get a Matron. I guess now I can't look for Flamewave to combo. But, like, I couldn't do it anyway, I guess, so. Alright. Get the Matron. I can't have my cast that Matron, too, but. Alright, let's take it. Remember this terrible Scars of Innistrad Standard deck, Squadron Demon? I do not. I do not. Squadron Demon. Radiant Fountain. Man, they're working this freaking Carnarium combo stuff. Attack, sure. Take 2. Again, their hands. Crypt Rats, Fire Cannonade, Swamp. Untap. Draw. Duress. I mean, taking Cannonade's, like, definitely reasonable. I think I like playing Matron. Playing land and having the ping up for it too. Play Matron. This was gonna get a Prospector, so I have 2 of those now. So get a Prospector, cast Duress. They might cast Cannonade in response. They might not, though. I don't even know, honestly. Like, I maybe could have waited on the Duress till we hit a spot where we were trying to go off, but we have 2 redundant pieces, so... Bolt candidates. Easy bolt. They have double Crypt Rats. Alright. Sure. Say go. Just Crypt Rats for days. Attack. Sure, no blocks. Why is this card a common? Weird common choices. Alright, exile card, got it. Wonder when they'll give up on this relic, if they do at all. Full house. Alright. Now the question is, do we trade blows, or we just I think we can dump one of these. They can Relic to Break and Persist, yes. We have multiple shots at it, so... Play a Prospector, Siga. No Cannonade. Crypt Rats does deal damage to players also, so I do need to be a little aware of that, but... They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black mana at the moment. What's up, Z? Relic, you got it. It's gone. Here's Chittering Rats. Just want to draw new cards, you know? Alright, untap. Really slows my roll a little bit. It's a freaking 2/2. Alright. We're gonna use Putrid Goblin here, I think. Attack with everything. No blocks. Play Putrid Goblin. And we're gonna use it while the Relic is still tapped to persist. Just gonna kill their stuff. Sack this. See if I want to pop this Relic or not? They don't. They don't. Alright, and then we're gonna sacrifice a Matron. And we're gonna say go. We're working these musicians right now. Honestly, one Mogg War Marshal wouldn't be the worst in a spot like this either. Just like some card to get some value, you know, off this Matron. In a grindy game like this. I don't love it, but we are dying. So here's another Rager. Oh, that's so good. All right. Draw a card. It was so easy. All I drew was lands, you know? Alright, so untap and draw Unearth. I mean, their Relic is tapped. We could, like, use this Unearth to kill their Relic. But they draw a card, and it just kind of sucks, honestly. But I don't know if we can beat the Relic and everything else, too. We might just, like, need to. So we cast Unearth. They pop the Relic in response. They draw another card. We have to play, like, another Prospector, I guess, to, like, not die at this point. They play Crypt Rats. They have Crypt Rats up. Rats can activate multiple times, too. They can just do X is 1, X is 1. I don't think we can beat this card, honestly. Now I'm thinking about it. We could just, like, first day of class, play some creatures and try and attack them. They are at 13, you know? Alright, I'm going to cycle this. Deadly Dispute. Oh, hi, Karn. You want to say hi to everyone? All right, fine. Don't say hi to everyone. Whatever. See if I care.
Nice 4-hour nap. You want to say hi to everybody after he goes potty outside?
All right. 4-hour nap. Jeez. Must be nice. All right. We're going to play... I think we're just say go, actually. These Crypt Rats are tough. Crypt Rats are tough. So we're going to block a Prospector and just dispute it. And just, like, try and make some stuff happen, but... Alright, exile card. Got it. They just keep attacking with 2/2s. So good. A dispute. Sack it. Invoker? Ooh. Invoker's nice. We do have a lot of artifacts in play. We could just, like, try and kill him with the munitions, you know? That's not, like, insane. Another dispute? Yeah, I think we're, like, off trying a combo. We're still trying to kill him with the munitions. Kind of wish I had realized that a little bit earlier, but I did not. Still okay. Alright, we're going to play a land. We're going to play a Putrid Goblin, and we are going to Deadly Dispute it and see what they do. Alright, resolves. Draw 2. Another Deadly Dispute. Okay. We're going to play Chromatic Star, and we're going to say go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, we just killed him. We're just going to kill him with the munitions. The munitions. Good deck building. Card that's a combo kill, but also, like, just a good grindy card. Just need to stay above, like, 10. Because, like, Crypt Rats can draw the game if they have enough black mana. Play Crypt Rats. Okay. Like, black. They didn't tap very well. They can do it for 5. Alright. I'm going to block here. And the question is, do I want to shoot the Crypt Rats? Like, why would they offer Crypt Rats like this, you know? Or do I want to just dispute and keep going? Because we're not really in any rush to do anything here. Yeah, we'll try and use our mana more efficiently, so we'll just dispute it. Dispute it. Ichor Wellspring. I think it might just get there with the freaking munitions, folks. It was a crazy game. Impressive game, too, honestly. Alright, untap. Looting. Not even interested in that card. Play Wellspring. Draw. Right. Now you want to show up. Okay. We'll target the Crypt Rats, sack the Wellspring, and see what they do. I imagine it's just going to die. Wait, can they fireball me twice? Then I fireball them. X is 1. Okay. Sure. Kind of weird, but sure. Now we just kill the Rager. Unearth. Okay. I don't want to die to the stupid Mega Bloodbraid Elf. Alright. Play this. Play Carnarium. Bounce artifact land. Just say go. I mean, I think we kill them over the next 2 turns. You can go end step, shoot 2 things, untap, shoot a bunch of things. Bolt me. I think we're dead. They have, like, just enough to kill me before. I think I played bad this game. I think if I knew the deck better, I would have known to move into the mode we're in right now sooner, and not try to combo. But I kind of figured it out, like, a little bit later in the process. So now we're just dead. They can Crypt Rats here, and they have exactly 6. Yeah. So I think this was a game where if I knew the deck better, we would have won this game. I just played badly. I just didn't understand how the deck, like, was going to win a game like this. And now that I see it, I see it too late. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like, this game was, like, super close, and I probably would have taken, like, 2 to 4 less damage and been damaging them faster as well. So, X is 6, right? X is 6. Yep. No gain life. Yep, they got us. Okay. So that's my non-familiarity with the format showing through. Just not understanding like how the matchup plays out. And then figuring it out halfway through game 3 is like a little bit too late. So 2-2. 2-2. That was just pure inexperience. Pure inexperience. On the play, game 5, match 5. Prospectors and Munitions. This card's really sweet. Super cool card. Super cool card. Weird random Ixalan card too. Just again like a random Ixalan set. Like, all right. We're gonna bridge I think first and see what's up before we do anything. It's a hoot and a holler. A hoot and a holler. Oh, another mirror? Another mirror? Deadly Dispute. Okay. Okay. We'll just play Star and Prospector. If they can kill my Prospector, I have 2 of them anyway. And if it's a mirror, I probably can't kill it regardless because I'm not playing any removal, so we'll just do this. Anyone in chat looking for a double signed Beta Black Lotus? Yeah, me too. I saw that post on Twitter. Apparently, Black Lotus was stolen from a store. Looks like a mirror, folks. Looks like it might be another Goblin mirror. Mogg Monday. It's Mogg Monday for everyone everywhere, you know? It's not just Mogg Monday for me. Untap and draw. Vault of Whispers. All right. Just fire up the old Dispute here. We're going to play the land first. Yeah. All right. Dispute me. Draw off Star. Draw off Dispute. Unearth. Matron Duress. Duress is actually pretty nice here. That's a pretty big pickup. What do you got for me, opponent? What do you got for me in there? Any first day of classes? Can I steal it? Can I have it? No, it's Affinity. Oh, okay. They have their own Deadly Dispute, their own Munitions, Atog, Mirror Enforcer, Thoughtcast. They have 3 artifacts at present. Going to have 4 next turn. No blue for Thoughtcast. Dispute would turn that on. The problem is the Munitions is actually really good against me as far as breaking up my combo. I think it has to be Munitions here. With the Munitions in play and a couple mana ups, we saw this in the last match where like the Crypt Rats, you know, these effects that can do repetitive damage over and over again are actually like pretty hard to combo through. So even though Dispute's probably the best card in their hand, we're taking Munitions here. Take Munitions. Sack for 1. We're pretty close to comboing, so coming in. Just another Mogg Monday. Curious how explosive our next turn will be. Right, and they probably only have like, you know, 1, maybe 2 of his card if I had to guess. It's not an artifact, so they're gonna sack the Wellspring to Dispute, which lowers their artifact count for Mirror Enforcer, which is kind of cool. So I guess it keeps it even, but it's a bad rocker. Thanks for following. If you haven't followed, see that follow button. Of course, watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Found Seed of Synod. They can cast Thoughtcast. They're not going to though. They're gonna say go. Their hand is Enforcer, Atog, Furnace, Thoughtcast, and 8 other cards. Or 8 cards total, 4 other cards. So they're repping something pretty strong here by not casting Thoughtcast. I don't know what kind of 2-mana interaction they play, but strange. Strange. Discard a Swamp. Okay. That's weird. Again, I'm not familiar with Pauper. I don't know what's in these deck lists, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Metallic Rebuke. Can't cast that one. Our second Makeshift Munitions. Kind of a tilt. Yeah, I mean, once again, we're just looking for first day class. That has been the theme of the entire day. We can guess Matron. Yeah, all right, I guess. I mean, I'm really perplexed by this. I'll say just like didn't want to cast Thoughtcast because they didn't want to have to discard more cards to hand size, but like, I don't know. I could cast Atog. I don't know. I'm not sure. Main deck interaction in an Infinity deck feels kind of weird to me because usually you gotta focus on your stuff, but alright, do this. Go get ourselves a Putrid Goblin. We could sack the Matron and just cast this Munitions. Because we could always unearth it later too. It's kind of cool, I guess. Sure. Play this, there you go. Just another Mogg Monday. On the stack. Spell Pierce. Main deck Spell Pierce. That's great though, because frankly, this card is not that important to us right now. And now we're just down. We could pay for it if we really wanted to, but alright, cool. I like it. I like it. Well, we need first day of class now. That's all we need. Cause back in school, we are the goblins on Monday. Combo! Alright, so there we go. Galvanic Blast, sure. We have more where that came from though, so. We got plenty of combo pieces. Wellspring, cool. Scout Bombardment is a rare, and sacrificing artifacts is very important, yes. In our last match, we if we had played better, we could have won just by beating them with this card straight up. Alright, so first day class? No. More Matrons. I really feel like we are flooding on Matrons a lot, and we're just never drawing first day class. That shred memory seems pretty appealing. Like, maybe you cut one Munitions for a shred memory, because you can just go find Munitions with shred memory, you know? Pretty sure it was a rare in Tempest, but you might be right. Might be right. Alright, yeah, we're just going to play Matron and go get probably a redundant Prospector, I guess. I even just play it, honestly, because we're so flush on these combo pieces. Just play it, whatever. Use your interaction on it, go nuts. They have 6 artifacts and a Mirror Enforcer, which is lucky for us. Shred Memory is a black and 1 instant that exiles 4 cards from the graveyard, and it has the transmutability, just like Teleria West. You can pay black and 1 and discard it to search for a card that's the same cost as it. So any card that costs 2. So it's black 1 tutor sorcery for any card that costs 2. Putrid Goblin, Munitions, first day of class, most important. Our round 1 opponent was playing this deck, and they were playing that card in their deck. When playing an affinity spell for the mana from the treasure token, does the treasure token count for affinity? Yes. So how affinity works is when you announce your spell, the affinity cost gets locked in. So they could have announced Mirror Enforcer, it cost 1, and then paid for it with the treasure. Isn't Teleria West one of Kanye and Kim's kids? I think so. More Galvanic Blasts. All right, sure. Hi, Karn.
You can cast a Muxus for 5 if you have a War Chief out there, even if you sack the War Chief to it.
Exactly. Yeah, same thing with Muxus too. More of a Mogg Monday appropriate example.
Yes.
With a War Chief in play and a Mux, you can Muxus and announce Muxus and sack War Chief to pay for it. Thoughtcast, sure.
What is for lunch?
I don't know. What are you asking me for?
Oh, peanut butter and jelly, lasagna, or meatloaf. I think are the 3.
Peanut butter is fine.
Okay.
There's Mirror Enforcer. There's Raid Furnace. Atog also. Alright. I mean, we would like the combo. They have a lot more interaction than I planned on them having, I'm not going to lie. But we just can't draw we just absolutely cannot draw a first day of class. Yeah, we're going to Munitions here. kill their Disciple of the Vault. We could, like, Unearth Matron and get another Prospector to make them think they have to kill that one too, I guess, something. Definitely got to kill this, though. That's like first. That's first and foremost. Otherwise, they can just fling kill us next turn. All right, munitions. Maybe we'll sack Matron, unearth the Matron. Yeah, that makes sense. Keep the treasure around for mana? Sure. So target this. Pay 1. Sack this. Karn left again. Alright, to kill that. Going to unearth Matron. We could, like, hold the unearth, actually. Because, like, unearth is a redundant combo piece if they have another Galvanic Blast. They've already cast 2 and a Spell Pierce. But if we play Prospector, play Putrid Goblin, they kill one in response, we can just unearth the one they don't get. Whereas if I unearth the Matron now, I have to choose. I don't think that matters, though. So we can just play Prospector first. Yeah, we just... And also it blocks this thing, too. Of course Karn left. He isn't Pauper legal. Love it. Alright, that must do this now. Just get the blocker in play, too. I have Expert. Spell Pierce me. Do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Alright, sure. A lot of interaction. Are these Pauper Affinity decks usually so interactive? Alright, so... Prospector, and say go. Still have 5 cards in their hand. Whew. It's a lot of card draw. Deadly Dispute. Thoughtcast. Alright, in for 4. No blocks. Gotta block this Atog, though. Gotta block this Atog. This brings me back to the old days. I used to play Affinity and Extended. Fling Affinity. Aether Vial, Disciple of the Vault, Atog. Got some good stories from those times. Alright. More Thoughtcast. More cards. In the tank, they have the 7 artifacts in play, so here's the Atog. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I actually just killed us. I should have blocked. If they have Fling, we're dead. I seriously misevaluated how much damage this would actually be if they sacked everything. I thought it would require a Disciple to be lethal. It's not, actually. So we're exactly dead. I should have blocked. I mean, we would have had 1 turn to draw a thing. I punted. We had to draw exactly first day of class next turn and had them not have any interaction also, but I should have blocked. Oops. Oopsie. Right, yep. They have that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. It's been a while. It's been a while, Atog. It's been a while. All right, there you go. Fling. Spell Pierce. All right. I screwed up. My bad. I was totally aware of it, but just like didn't take the time to count it and see how much it actually was. So, we're gonna bring in. I think Duress is pretty important. I guess Gorilla Shaman. This is where you want Gorilla Shaman, right? XX1. Destroy target non-creature artifact. This kills artifact lands, right? So you want Gorilla Shamans, probably Duress. I'm gonna say like cut the lootings, cut the impulse. Mox. What's up, 6? First time chatter. Happens to the best of us. Look at that. The kindness in chat. I appreciate that. I've not played super tight this league, obviously, because I'm very unfamiliar with the format. I probably would have won at least one more match if I had known the format better. But that's part of the fun of playing the format, right? It's part of the win of Mogg Mondays to spread our wings. And by wings, I mean disgusting, smelly goblin arms. And try out different formats and different things. Episode 118 of Mogg Monday. I've been playing goblins every single Monday for the last 118 Mondays. Let's hear it for Mogg Monday. All right. Let's go. I mean, Masked Vandal's like fine. We can like, yeah, bring a Vandal maybe. Shave Munitions. It's like fine against them, but maybe shave an Unearth actually too. Let me keep the Munitions. I think Sparksmith is like kind of fine against them. I guess I want the Abrade too probably. Did I read the new Pauper news? No. I don't know anything about Pauper, clearly. I'm going to cut all of these and bring in these. I found Unearth to be a little bit redundant and then bad when they bring in, like, the possible graveyard hate. Yeah. This is fine, though. This is fine. Let's go. They're getting a group of Pauper players together to help with bans and unbans. Cool. Goblins don't bathe. Yeah, what are you, crazy? God damn it. We finally found first day of class in an unkeepable hand. Why do you gotta do this to me? Huh?
Somebody's playing a prank on
We look at this card all day. Look at this card all day. Alright, we're gonna mulligan. That's been our one major problem is finding this card. Alright. Yeah, this is just silly. Alright, we're gonna mulligan again. Okay, we're keeping. All right, let's go. We're going to get rid of... This is a mulligan to 4. Definitely a land. I kind of want to keep Gorilla Shaman and First Day of Class. That's what I want to keep. Shaman to buy time, and First Day of Class is the hardest card to find. This would be a pretty good 7-card hand. Alright. I mean, that's our hand. What are we going to do? We can kill an artifact land on turn 1. Turn 2, I mean. If I win this game, folks, just saying, we better get some serious hype, alright? Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Hi, Karn. Oh, he wants to play. Everyone wants to, like, come and hang out. Hi, Karn. Yeah, how are you?
Oh, we were playing Stick.
Oh, Stick. Oh, boy.
Oh,
An indestructible artifact land. That's unfair.
Stick is Karn's favorite. Oh, he heard it.
Karn likes Stick.
It's his favorite.
Why are the cameras always so crappy?
Doesn't matter. He's still really cute.
There he is. There he is.
Put him right in the middle. Make him really big.
Probably stay there for about 2 minutes. So, draw Chromatic Star. All right. I don't want to expose the Shaman, I guess. So, play this. Play Star. Makes us bottom dispute kind of bad. So. All right. What do you think, Karn? Mogg Monday? Just another Mogg Monday? Just another Mogg Monday. Karn Smelly Dog Monday. They got a full 8 cards in hand. Play a Seed of Synod. God damn it, I can't kill these lands. Who thought this was a good idea? Alright, indestructible artifact lands. Rude. Rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Can't you tell the Karn smells too? He's a lazy doggy. Lazy doggy. Lazy. He thinks I'm talking to him. What Karn doesn't realize, folks, is that you're all out there right now. He just thinks I'm talking to him, but staring at these weird lights. Doesn't understand what's happening. He's not very smart. All right, we're going to make a red, I guess. I don't even know at this point. We're just down so many cards. Take 1 off their Disciple of the Vault. Up there he goes. Bye-bye, Karn. Draw Duress. That was a pretty good draw, actually. All right, Duress you. Their hand is Bleb, Galvanic Blast, Thoughtcast, Mirror Enforcer. Just the entire world. Alright. I mean, we'll take Thoughtcast. We can basically never win this game. Alright, that's fine. It happens, you know. I have a red floating. It's fine. Why do I have a red floating? What did I tap red for? Oh, the star, right? Yeah. Mogg Monday. Yeah, making 10 Pauper decks and forcing your friends to play. Here comes one. If we're going to cast the Shaman, they're going to probably just bleb it. So we can kill this side of a Seed of a Synod. And Wellspring. Ugh, just a gross game here on the old mulligan to 4. This is match number 5, game number 2. We'd be very lucky to see a game 3 here. Very lucky to see a game 3 here. Wellspring, you got it. Leaving up Blast and not Blast. Alright. I mean, I suppose this allows us to kill their Seed of a Synod. We get a little 2-for-1 here. Play Shaman. They can't blast it before I can kill their land. Kill your land, pay 1. I could kill more lands if they had a freaking, didn't have any stupid indestructible lands. Modern Horizons 2, let me tell you. We're going to blast that one, sure. So that dies, this dies. They only have 3 artifacts in play. Their hand is Bleb, Mirror Enforcer, and they only have 3 artifacts. So you're telling me there's a chance. Play Red Furnace, god damn it. Play a Blood Fountain. Alright, never mind, they have a million artifacts again. Yeah, it's 0 chance. We got no chance. They have interaction and a good hand. Yeah, alright. That's okay. It was a fun league, honestly. I mean, deck's pretty sweet. Definitely could have played better in that Rakdos match if I understood the deck a little better. Yeah, we're not beating Bleb. Pretty fun games. Matron. Maybe they'll like Bleb the Matron. And then draw literally nothing. Nope. Alright, sure. Maybe if we draw exactly like Duress land, I think we can win. So we draw a Duress, we Duress them, play Putrid Goblin, untap, play First Day, play Prospector. They have 8 Tog now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're gonna let me block. Alright, cool. They were still dead, but we can't combo through their Bleb. So if we draw Duress, we still can't combo, right? Yeah, we can. I don't know. Here we go. Duress, Prospector, Sack, Goblin. We can't guess. We don't have enough mana to do anything. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, whatever. It's fine. We mulligan. Blocking didn't matter at all. If we even didn't have the Bleb, we would go Prospector. We cast Prospector. We would sack the thing and land, play First Day of Class. We're still 1 mana short of playing Putrid Goblin anyway. I guess we could have like discard a Putrid Goblin, try to draw it on Unearth. But like, so that requires us to go runner, and then not to have Bleb. We know they have Bleb, so it doesn't actually matter. So, crappy game there. Obviously, mulligan to 4 is not where you want to be, but fun league overall. Let me know how you feel on the YouTubes and in the comments about playing Pauper on Mogg Monday. I like to mix things up a little bit. Deck was fun. And these munitions were really, really good. I really liked how these played in that slow, fair, grindy matchup. Again, I didn't realize soon enough that we could have just been on this plan the whole time. But it was sweet. Deck was super cool. So we have more Magic to play on stream. But all my YouTube folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe to all the usual stuff, and support Mogg Monday and support me, please. Helps me out a ton. And I'll see you next video. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it. Mogg Monday!